You, Mr. Halla-aho, on behalf
Thank you,
of
Chair.
ECR.
Madam Guillaume, having clear rules and accelerated procedures for individuals who are not in need of international protection is something that should be a priority for us. The low numbers of persons who are currently being returned from the European Union is not sustainable and is affecting the EU's ability to offer humanitarian assistance to those individuals most in need. If we are to deal with the crisis we face and decrease the pressures on certain member states, then we must adopt measures which reduce bureaucracy and not increase it. My fear is that some of the proposals made by the rapporteur in her report may increase this burden. My group agrees with the Commission and with the rapporteur that in order to assess the countries that should or should not be on the list, we need to consult experts. Those experts should be EASO, Frontex, and the External Action Service. Creating an extra advisory body with too many and not necessarily objective voices will not help a system which needs to be able to react quickly. With regard to the partial mandate, this seems a logical process and mirrors the working method of the Council. If the intention is to phase out the national lists, then we need to ensure that Member States are not put at a disadvantage by no longer being able to return individuals to countries where they previously were able to return people. Countries such as Bangladesh, Pakistan, Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal should be looked at as possible countries for the list, as asylum seekers from such countries have a very low recognition in EU member states. The list should seek to be ambitious, not restrictive, in order for it to yield results. Finally, I would like to express my support for a strong review mechanism. I support the rapporteur in her call to have a review 2 years after the adoption of the instrument. It is essential that when it comes to our asylum laws, we know they are working properly, and that we are addressing any shortcomings that may arise. This does not always require legislative change. Sometimes it just requires guidance on implementation. However, I believe a large element of this review should be assessing whether or not the national lists should be removed permanently in favour of a common EU list. This EU mechanism should not disadvantage Member States at a time when they are already struggling. I would like to thank the rapporteur for her work, and I look forward to working with her in the coming weeks and months. Thank you very much.